afternoon, Ashley. It's nice to speak to you. I am here interviewing you today in regards of your phenomenal work in the cardiothoracic surgery field. Me and many others around the world have been wondering how you have been able to get through all of this in such a short amount of time and at such a young age. It is incredible and we need some feedback. Thank you, sir. Good afternoon to you too. Thank you for allowing me to come and spend some time and explain the things that I have been through and everything that I have done throughout my life. Growing up, I found so much pride in myself, and when I would do academics and things like that, I found a lot of pride in that. It's because of who I am and what I wanted to be when I grew up. I knew that it would be beneficial if I did certain things academically and did what I could in academics. I found out in about 7th or 8th grade that whatever college classes I took, it would be extremely beneficial to me and it would push forward for my career in the end. Wow, that is amazing to start off with. I'm so happy that you got to do that. I'm so excited that you were able to figure that out and do everything in that sense. Did you know when you wanted to start your career or what you wanted to do when you were younger and what you wanted to be when you grew up? Thank you so much, sir. But yes, at a very young age, I knew what I wanted to be, and all my family was medical and they were very medically oriented, so I knew that in the end that was going to be pushed onto me. But for me, it was pretty simple because I knew that I wanted to do that from the beginning. I always found it interesting knowing how the body worked and how it was able to support itself throughout anything that came to it, and I found that extremely interesting overall. I remember being young and looking up videos of people preparing the heart and the lungs for transplants, watching the lungs inflate, and watching the heart beat with the artificial pumps that it was given. I always found that extremely interesting, and overall, I knew what I wanted to be from that point forward, and I knew that I wanted to help people in the end. That is extremely cool. I never found that so interesting until now. What did you do in high school and in the beginning of college to ensure that you were on the right path for your career? Thank you so much. I started my career off, or things that would lead up to it, in 9th grade of high school. I attended a class that was nursing or anatomy in 9th grade, but from there forward it was nursing. And it went on until I graduated for my senior year in high school, and that ultimately pushed forward my career and what I wanted to do, and it gave me prior knowledge that I didn't know that I couldn't achieve from different courses. So I knew that if I took a different path, that it wouldn't have given me the same things that this path did. I was able to perform that in that class to the best of my ability, and I never gave up, so I was extremely determined and did what I could. Throughout high school, I took the PERT in 10th grade, which I passed it, and I then got put into dual enrollment for 10th grade and 11th and 12th. And then I graduated with my associate's degree at the end of senior year. I was able to graduate high school as well with my associates, which pushed me forward even more because then I was already at an advantage in my career with the extra degree that I had. I didn't have to pay for this because I had passed the test, and it gave me 2 years of schooling that I wouldn't have been able to have if I didn't pass it. One of the classes that I took in my college class that really put forward my career and helped me really acknowledge the things that were going on in school was New Student Experience. It was extremely helpful because it helped me to engage in different things and understand the importance of balancing your different classes and all these things to not get stressed too much, and what kind of person I would be in the workforce and facing different situations at hand. Wow, that is extremely interesting. I'm amazed at all the work you have done at such a young age and how it has influenced you positively. So now that you have your degree, what did you do after that? After I got my degree, I decided to continue my studies and get many licenses and complete many certifications that would then further my career and everything at hand. So in this field, what do you do as a cardiothoracic surgeon? So, as a cardiothoracic surgeon, I specialize in the heart, lungs, esophagus, and the chest area as a whole. I do surgery which can range from heart valve replacements, heart transplants, and treating lung cancer and esophageal cancer. It took me about 8 years to get to where I am today, and I take pride in what I do, like I said prior, and I work on anyone needed, not only the adults. I work on children and anyone in between. So in this job, do you find that there are any general workforce skills that you need to be able to succeed? A major thing that I find important is communication. Communication skills are extremely important because you have to be able to talk to stressed families, patients, people who may be angry or upset about the situation at hand, and you have to be able to know how to deal with that person and that patient or their family. As well as talking to your colleagues, you need to speak professionally, not disrespectfully. Even if you guys don't see eye to eye, there needs to be some sort of disconnect where you can speak professionally and comfortably without it turning violent. The whole goal is to be able to get an interpersonal relationship with the person or the patient and their family so that they feel comfortable with you and you feel welcomed into their space as well as they feel welcomed into yours. Another thing is that you need to have good hand-eye coordination for obvious reasons. You don't want to slip up. That's not the time to slip up, and it is a very strategic thing that needs to be done. You have to have very steady hands and good vision and things like that. Also finding that you must have a high level of stamina because throughout the time you don't know how long the surgery is going to take. So you have to continue to do the different things like that to ensure that what you are doing for the patient is the best that you can be. Thank you so much, Ashley, for coming into this show and for speaking about your profession and the ins and outs of your career. We look forward to seeing you again, and we congratulate you on all of your achievements that you have done, and we wish you luck for future things and for you to continue to grow. Thank you again for joining us, and we will be back after this commercial break.